Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Let's set up Visual Studio Code for the web development. Let's say you want to do HTML and CSS at first. So here you can see we have the option here, open folder. Make sure to create a folder and keep all the file inside it, okay? Inside the folder. And let's say you have image. So you can actually create a folder inside the root folder called image or any other name, okay? So at first actually I'm going to show you some process, and here you can see I'm in extension, right? Extension. And let's say I want to add extension, and that is called live server. So here you can see live server. If I click on it, here you can say I have already installed it. You can actually install it. Why? Because let's say when you run any HTML file, you have to go to the file destination and then double click on it and then open it on the browser. And every single time if you change anything, you have to save it and go to the browser and refresh it, okay? So when you use live server, that time actually you if you save anything in the code, okay, in the code, it will automatically refresh the browser. So you need to install this live server for the HTML. And let's say for the if you are using PHP, let's say for the server side scripting language, okay. Let's say I will type here PHP in the extension PHP, and this the first one. So you should install this one. Why? Because let's say it will actually show you some suggestion for the PHP functions and everything. So, okay, so it will help to do this. Here I'm going to open a folder. I'll go to the web development folder. Here you can see, and we have a file, folder here, HTML and CSS. So I will add it. And here you can see we have some, file here. And inside this root folder, I have a folder for the image, a separate folder, right? Okay. Now let's say I want to go here. There's a box shadow.html. And let's say, now let's talk about live server. So here you can see at the top, bottom corner, okay, bottom right, here you can see go live. So if I click here, now you can see it open a browser, your default browser. And here you can see a port, right? So it means you are in live. Okay. You are in live server. So let's say I want to change here. I will remove everything. I will say Control A, Control X to remove everything. And I want to say here Alter tab. And here you can see I haven't refreshed the browser. It automatically refreshed. And let's say I want to press Control Z. I'll go at the top. I'll say H1, change it, save it, okay, and then you can see change it. If I remove it and then Control S, you can see it changed. So this is the reason why you should use live server. And now let's say I want to remove this folder. So right click on it and I want to say remove folder from the workspace. I want to open a PHP file. Folder. Okay, let me say one thing, and that is if you want to run PHP, you have to install XAMPP in your PC. Okay, why? Because PHP is server side scripting language, so we have to have a server in our PC. So XAMPP actually create a local host server to help run PHP code. Okay, so when you install XAMPP, you will find a folder in your install drive. So I have installed it in C drive, local disk C, and here you can see we have a folder called XAMPP. So you have to go here, you have to go to the htdocs, and here you can see we have a bunch of different projects or folder, whatever you say, and we have to open any folder here. Let's say, so let's say I want to open this PHP tutorial. If I drag and drop it like this, and then save your workspace, okay, save, not really. I'll say open folder, go here, XAMPP, htdocs, then let's say PHP tutorial, edit, that's it. And here you can see the sign. Why? Because we have installed this extension, PHP IntelliFence. Okay, so we have installed it, and that is the reason actually it's showing like this, the Explorer. And let's say I want to go to the registration, and here you can see when I say let's say I want to remove this one. Let's say I want to write here a dollar result, and here you can see it's showing us suggestions, right? So I say here, let's say MySQL I underscore query. And if I press tab, it will complete the function. Then you can see it's showing a red, slightly red sign here. You can see a red wave, right? Why? Because it's showing that we have error here. So what actually, when you hover on it, you can see it showing you that expected 2 arguments found 0. Okay, so you have to give here 2 arguments. So first argument is, let's say, connection, so con, and the second one is dollar, second variable SQL. And if I save, now you can see there is no error. Okay, so this is the purpose, actually use PHP IntelliFence. Okay, PHP IntelliFence. I hope this video is helpful for you. If so, please make sure to give a like and subscribe this channel for more videos like this. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.